Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. It is Drams on deck. And today we gonna get into something. I want a nice little scotch today. I want something smooth that's just gonna do something nice for me. And I'm not sure quite where I want to take it. I know I want to take it somewhere. I want to take it to Scotland, but I don't know quite where. I'm in Mexico. Let me get out of Mexico. And also I'm on mezcals. There we got the runs. Got the Arran. Okay, I can do this. Which one? The 18 year, the 10 year. You know what? Quarter cask. Bothy. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Arran, single malt, quarter cask. Yes, sir. Cask strength sitting at 56.2%. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You see it non-chill filtered. You see it. Fruity with tropical fruits. Coconut, warming spice, gourmet apples. Look at that color. Yes, 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 y'all. We're going to dive on into this. The Arran Quarter Cask up for review. Let's go. What's up, baby? We back at it again. Another hot review for you. Drams on deck. Today we got a nice one in the building. Today, we got the Arran Quarter Cask. Bothy is on deck for review. Yes, sir. Cask strength sitting at 56.2%. And this one right here is actually my first review for the Arran distillery. As you probably saw in the earlier, I have multiple bottles of them, but this is the very first time I reviewed the Arran whiskey. And this is actually a distillery that I just recently got onto the bandwagon with. They recently rebranded. So if you go to certain stores, you see the bottle and the labeling here. This is for the newer version. The older version of Arran is a little bit different. It's kind of cut in half, and it says Arran here. So the bottle looks totally different. And I looked at some of the previous other reviewers, and the census from other people and from what I've read has said that the newer expression, which is this one, is better. The revamped Arran is better than the older version. So that's why I'm really jumped onto it now. I'm really starting to get it. So I'm actually reviewing this now for the first time. But the older Arran, not to say it was bad, but for people, other reviewers and reports have said that the newer, new improved version is a little bit better. So I have in my collection this one. I have the 10 year and I also have the 18 year. So the 10 and the 18 year are coming. The other two are the age statements, 10 and 18. This is a non-age statement. But the specs on this is aged for 7 years in first fill ex bourbon barrels, and then 2 years after that in American oak barrels. So it's at least 9 years. We'll say that at least 9 years. It's not an age statement, but it's at least 9 years. As you see up top from the color, it definitely has a bourbon colored type of tint to it. It's a light amber caramel color. So it definitely has a color and a tint as a bourbon, non-chill filtered. And this one right here, like I said, I really wanted to get up on this. I actually glad that I got this in California before I moved away, because they don't carry this in the state that I'm in now. I live in Des Moines, so they don't have this here. So I'm glad that I stocked up on my Arran before I left. By and large, they have more Arrans that I would like to get. They have a sherry cask I want to get, an Arran, if I might be mispronounced it, but an Arran, which is like a wine cask I would like to try. And also have a Southern Teen cask I would like to try. So they have, but those are non-age statement. So I want to try those as well. I'm going to look to get those ordered online and get that in here. But anyway, I've had this bottle for about 5 months now, and I've done some damage, as you saw. And I definitely want to get this review out to y'all and let you know this Arran about what my opinions of it is and whatnot. But as always, we're going to nose it, we're going to taste it, and we're going to score it. That being said, let's jump on this nose and let's see what we got. It has a bourbon kind of smell to it. When I say that bourbon smell, like the sweet oak, vanilla. It smells like some nuts on here, like some kind of, I can't pick up the nut, but some kind of, I don't know if it's a peanut or almond. A little banana on here. Pepper. Nice. It's nice. I mean, it's cask strength, but it's not like super hot or anything like on the nose per se. It's not like burning my nose. So all in all, the nose is not bad at all. Like I said, I'm glad that I actually had time to let this open up and oxidize and air out. Because I think for me, sometimes when you try a bottle for the first time, the neck pour, which is the top portion of it, may be unbalanced, and you might not get the best experience of the bottle until you get past the shoulders and deeper into it and give it time a little to oxidize and open up. So I definitely done that. As far as the price range on this particular bottle, to my recollection, I paid around 80 something bucks for this. So it wasn't necessarily like cheap per se, non-age statement, but it was around 80 something bucks I paid for this. And it made the price might differ depending on where you live at, but I think the ballpark for this is, from what I've seen, is in the ballpark of in the 80s. So maybe you can get it for more or even less depending upon where you live at. So that being said, let's jump on this palate and see what we got. Cheers. Mm-hmm. You know what? I always let the second sip go down, but that first sip was hitting. I'm letting you know that right now. We definitely pick up honey, vanilla, white pepper, a vanilla spice to it. It is very nice. One more sip. Hold on now. You know what? For it to be cask strength, it sips very easy. It does have a little bit of heat to it, a little kick to it, but nothing overly intensive, nothing overly hot, nothing uncomfortable. It sips relatively neat. I mean, neat wise, it sips relatively good. On the palate, you pick up white pepper, a little bit of onion, vanilla, honey, a nice like a ginger spice to it. It is very good. It sips so soft. It also get a little banana on the profile too. But when I first taste it, first thing you get is that honey, vanilla, and sweet oak. Like that bourbon influence, you can really taste the bourbon influence on there. Sweet oak, honey, vanilla is the first three things that just jump out as soon as I put it in my mouth. As I swirl it around, I pick up more of that the pepper note and the ginger spice as it goes down the hatch. All in all, very good, solid dram. It has a medium, strong finish to it. So that's why I like about high proof the fact that I think for me on my palate it kind of lingers more. Like right now, it's like I downed this thing over a minute ago, and I still can taste the flavor profile a little bit on my tongue. So the fact that it has a little bit of longevity on the tongue, I enjoy that. When you spend however many you spend on spirit, especially I think $8 and up is definitely what I would call a premium price. You want, at least for me, you want to have some longevity to it. I don't like the second it goes down my mouth. I don't want the taste to dissipate. I want to still enjoy that nice lingering note on my palate as it goes down and even afterwards. So that's what I like about the proof. I think higher proof, at least on my palate. Keep in mind, taste is subjective. So your palate, it may burn the hell out of you. You may not enjoy it. I don't know. But for me, it especially if you're drinking some good stuff, it's not a bad thing. At a higher proof, it kind of once you get used to it, it goes down smooth. And the fact that it just lingers on the palate, then the notes are still there. I enjoy that. So all in all, very good dram. I'm gonna take one more sip. This is the water, so I added like a decent amount of water on here. Not heavy, but decent amount. Shake that around. It's been sitting there for a few minutes. So we'll take one more sip with the water and let you know if there's any differences I taste. See if the water has opened up in any way. Cheers. Mm, good stuff. You get a little bit more of the same. I will say that I get more sweet oak. Some of the sweet oak kind of pushes forward along with the vanilla, but very similar on the with water without. A little bit slightly more sweet oak. But all in all, it's a solid dram. So if you're a type of person who's a bourbon sipper, I think that in obviously a Scotch drinker, it's a Scotch, not bourbon, but I think you would definitely enjoy this just the same. I like all spirits. I don't give a damn where it is, bourbon, tequila, Scotch, etc. So to me, this is a nice bourbon influenced Scotch. Sip neat. It's good to go. If you were to add water, I mean, it's good to me with or without water. It doesn't really make a difference for me. It's not something. This is not type of spirit that you're gonna mix. So you ship this neat with or without water is up to you. If it's too hot, which it may be for some people who are not used to drinking higher proofs, you may add water as much as you need to get to whatever is comfortable for you. But it's, to me, trust me, it doesn't sip like, it's almost 60%, but it doesn't sip like it. It sips very, very, very comfortable. But again, I'm a seasoned drinker, so higher proofs go right up my alley. But all in all, I enjoy this. Like I said, it has a lot of good notes to it that I just truly, truly enjoy. To me, the one thing I can compare it to a little bit is, and I say this in a couple of my reviews, is the Bothy Double Wood 12. It has some similarities with it, but just imagine that cask strength. Or if you ever had the Bothy First Fill Bourbon, it tastes even more so like the Bothy First Fill Bourbon Barrel. That's a higher proof. That one's like around 49% or something like that. The First Fill bourbon, Bothy, there has some similarities to it. The proof is high. It has a lot of the notes. To me, it tastes like the cousin of the Bothy First Fill bourbon. Very good stuff though. But that particular spirit I just said, the Bothy, that's around $80 too. So is this. So all in all, good stuff. I enjoy it. I definitely will. If I can I'll seek this out, see if I can pick some more up. But if I can't, a good plan B would be what I just said, the Bothy. That's it. Like it has some similarities with this. They're both good. This is a higher proof though. I enjoy this. Like I said, vanilla, honey, a little bit of white pepper, sweet oak, nice ginger spice to it. It sips so good for 56%. Like I said, it's not really relatively hot or anything like that. So scoring wise, 1 out of 10, I would rate this a solid 8.75. So that's 8 3/4, just shy of a 9. So 8.75 for me on the rating scale for the Arran Quarter Cask Bothy. Very, very good stuff. If you're a fan of bourbon influenced scotches, I think this will definitely fit the bill. It is good. It's good to go. I enjoy this. I really do. I just wish that they would have this in the state, but it's all right. I do travel a lot, so I'm sure I could pick it up in my travels or online or whatnot. So I'll find and secure another bottle. But for the first Arran review, I am very, very impressed and liking this new Arran line, the new updated version of all this stuff. And I'm going to do my best to get more bottles that I said earlier and get the reviews in for you guys. And hopefully you enjoy this. So if you never had the Arran Quarter Cask, if you're a Scotch drinker or someone who enjoys bourbon, if you never had this before, hopefully this can enlighten you and give you something else to look for or reach for when you're in the line and looking for a spirit. Because sometimes when you drink, we all have our everyday sippers, things that we go to, our comfort drinks that we just go to constantly all the time. We all have them, our drinkers. But there's sometimes that you want something different. Like, you can only drink preferably just, your Crown Royal, your Hennessy, or whatever that you're sipping. But sometimes you want to mix it up and try something a little different. So if you're a Scotch drinker and you just never had the Arran before, because like I said, this is not a line or distillery that you're going to see in every single shelf. You're always going to see the Macallans there, the Johnny Walkers there. Even the Bothy's, the Double Wood is usually a standard on a Scotch shelf. That's just to name a couple of them. The Glenmorangie 10-year, that's usually easy to find. So you're always going to have your easy to find scotches, but I think this one's not quite something that you're going to see in every shelf. And if you want something different and you like those notes that I gave you, I think that if you like those notes, you would definitely enjoy this. So if you want something new that's different, I think this is a good one to go to by far. So hopefully you got something out of this review. That's what we're here for. We're here to share ideas, give like-minded reviews and experience on what we did. So please hit me in the comment description if you ever had an Arran Quarter Cask, any other Arrans. Give me your opinions. I love interacting with you guys. So please Any questions, concern, anything, always please hit me up. Definitely will find time to hit you back. I definitely enjoy that. So if you take a look on my description box, I'll have a link for my Instagram page. Please check my Instagram page out as well. And if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe if you choose. Likes and subscribes are for free. I also have a link for a Cash App Patreon if you do choose to support the channel independently. So I like to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoy all the support that you guys giving me. I'm still rocking on, so let me know anything else that you like to see from the Arran line. I will try my best to secure it and get a review in for you. Till then, signing off. Stay safe out there. Drams on deck, yes sir.